It's an absolutely stunning, fantastic day here at Sandy Point State Park in Annapolis, Maryland. I'm here enjoying myself, practicing with my new Mavic Pro 2 drone, which we're going to be using for our client care program and the Elville Center for the Creative Arts, and also for Elville and Associates in general. I'm enjoying the Chesapeake Bay Bridge behind me and the bay and all of the people and all of the activities here today at Sandy Point. And so I'm here today to share what's on my mind and to let you know what my thoughts are about end-of-year planning for estate planning, special needs planning, and even elder law planning, and how to think about those things as we near the end of October, going into Thanksgiving, and the next thing you know, it will be the end of the year. So with that said, I'm here today to share what's on my mind. Oh, hi again. I'm on the beach now, as you can see, and there's a freshening breeze, which reminds me of the changing seasons. And the Bay Bridge is right here, and right behind me here, or right in front of me, I should say, is the plungemaryland.com sign for the Special Olympics. All of these things reminding me of the changing seasons. And I'm reminded also that there's never a best time of the year to update. Updating and maintenance of estate plans, elder care plans, and special needs plans should be a given on an annual basis, or no more than a biannual basis. But what are we concerned about this particular cycle, this particular fall? Well, we're always concerned about charitable giving at end of year. We're always concerned about income tax planning for end of year and in the new year. And of course, we're always concerned about COVID-19 now that we're dealing with, and also just the general cycle of the winter season and making sure everything is updated, all of our medical wishes, all of our letters of intent, all of those things. But we are in the political cycle, so many people are concerned about what are the changes that might happen if there is a blue wave, a change of administrations versus not having a change of administrations. So we have these things on our mind, and we have a client care event coming up on December 5th. And if you're not part of our client care program, I warmly or strongly invite you to come and try it out. Try out our client care program. You can come to the first session for no cost. And at that session, we're going to cover end-of-year tax planning as we normally do, updating and maintaining documents towards the end of the year. But we're also going to talk about estate tax planning and what we should be concerned about if there is a change of administrations. I reviewed the Biden tax plan the other day. It's quite thick, at least the synopsis that I read, and there are many things on the horizon should there be a Biden-Harris victory. And of course, if there is a Trump victory, so to speak, and the current administration stays the same, we won't have so many worries, probably. Although with the deficit and with the amounts of money that have been lost due to the COVID crisis, who knows how that's going to be paid for or what the political wins and changes are going to be in 2021. So with that said, we do have many things to discuss at our upcoming client care program. And even if you don't join our client care program, we're going to be sending out our newsletter as we normally do this time of year. We're also going to be sending out letters to you that are specific to this particular subject, end of year planning. So I want you to be watching out for that, and I want you to call us to schedule a time for an update, a time for a review, a time of discussion about what, if anything, should you do for document updates or just to be aware of as we head toward the new year. My name again is Steve Elville. I am the President, CEO, and Managing Principal of Elville and Associates, and I warmly invite you to take advantage of the resources that we have and to give us a call at 443-393-7696. That's 443-393-7696. Or by email. My email is steve@elvilleassociates.com, ELVILLE, associates.com. My executive assistant's name is Mary Kramer, Mary Gay Kramer. Many of you know her. She is to be reached at mary@elvilleassociates.com. And also you can reach our Community Relations Director, Jeff Stauffer, at jeff@elvilleassociates.com. Now, I'm going to move off of this beach and let you see some of the scenery here again before I leave this particular location. And I'm going to return to the office, and we're going to pick up there again with just a few illustrations of some of the things we're going to be covering at end of year. So I'll see you in just a bit. Oh, hi again. I couldn't resist, being the romantic that I am, to film one last segment here at Sandy Point State Park today of this old lighthouse that's been out here outside the Magothy River for so long, and just to talk about what that lighthouse signifies to me. To me, it means we need guidance. We need to be aware. We need to stay off the shoals. We need to stay off the rocks. And we need to be guided like the harbor pilots that come out here from Baltimore and safely guide the big ships into the harbor. So just thought I would leave you with this beautiful scenery, this beautiful shot, the blue, blue water, the birds, the boats, the ships, the sand, and this wonderful, beautiful October day at Sandy Point State Park. I'm going to try to give you a drone shot view of this lighthouse. I'm also going to show you the lighthouse near my house at Bloody Point Light on the southern part of Kent Island. And with that said, I'll let you go and see you back at the conference room at the office where we're going to discuss some more concepts before this video is over. See you then. This is Steve Elville. I'm coming to you now from our conference room, and we're going to wrap up this video with a brief description of our December 5th event. So I want to invite everyone to attend on December 5th virtually for our CCP Client Care Program event in coordination with Gary Greenwald, PC. This is going to be an end-of-year tax planning workshop and trustee workshop, and we're going to be talking about the following things: the estate planning strategies, and 2020 election. So we're going to be talking about the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, the sunset of certain provisions coming up in 2026, the Biden tax proposals, and what we can expect. We have a President-elect Biden, but we have splits in the Senate, and we may have a Democratic majority, but that's in the House. We have the runoffs in Georgia, and who knows what's going to happen there with a Senate majority of the Republican side or the Democratic side. So the Biden tax proposal is something we're going to discuss in more detail. We're going to talk about the anti-clawback rules. This is a set of regulations enacted a few years ago. We're going to talk about what that means. We're going to talk about the exemption planning that we're going to need to be concerned about, whether we should use our exemptions or lose them. There are pros and cons on both sides, and with a split House and Senate and presidential administration, this may not be as urgent as we thought, but it still may be on the front burner for 2021. So this is something that many people have a lot of momentum about right now to make plans for the worst case scenario, but we're going to talk about all sides of that. We're going to talk about basis planning. Will the income tax basis adjustment at death be lost? We're going to talk about advanced strategies, swap powers for basis management, notes and sales among family members, grantor retained annuity trusts, or what is called GRATs, installment sales. We're going to talk about spousal lifetime access trusts, or what is called SLATs, and traditional life insurance planning through life insurance trusts, irrevocable life insurance trust planning, or what is called an ILIT. Many of you are familiar with that. We're going to talk about that at this pivotal time of income tax and a potential estate tax change. But we talked about whether we should wait and see. Is it a strategy? Is waiting and seeing a strategy in and of itself? What is the political reality? COVID-19 and its factors and effects. Past indicators. And what can we do through maintenance and updating and flexibility and planning? So all of these things we're going to talk about. We know that the advanced planning portion is not going to be applicable to everyone, but we think because of the situation in the world today and the political and economic situation that it's a good thing to talk about generally for everyone to know about. Some people it will affect more directly than others indirectly. And I don't want to forget to talk about the Trustee Workshop that's going to be led by Gary Greenwald. It's going to be our first CCP workshop of this kind since 2017. This is going to be of interest to new CCP members as well as existing or older CCP members who haven't revisited this material since 2017. So with that, I want to thank you for watching this video. Gary Greenwald and I wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving season coming up and holiday season. I know from all of us at Elville and Associates and from Gary Greenwald PC, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and we look forward to seeing you on December 5th for our CCP event, the last CCP event of the year, as we wrap up for 2020. Thank you, and see you then.